To go, yeah.
When you're ready, Jeff.
Right, another case of marginal and controversial refereeing decisions. But what did you make of our actual performance today, Billy?
I thought once again we looked more like ourselves.
Yeah.
I thought players' desire and commitment, and I thought it was going to be one of them games because of the pitch. There's no point in getting away from the pitch. The pitch is cutting up now. After playing, it was very soft. No problems with that. Glad the game went ahead. Disappointment for us is obviously both goals are both from restarts, if you like. We're disappointed. The biggest disappointment for me is as much as Kidderminster. Look, they've got very, very good players. The full time, everything that goes with them, they can hurt you. But to concede from a set piece was we're very, very bitterly disappointed with that, because, like I say, we kept them down to the minimum. But to concede from a set piece, obviously that it's really, really poor ball into our box. We don't defend it. The lad puts it in, and we get the second restart where obviously the ref's deemed a penalty. He looks outside the box. Lewis Salmon's pulled out, but he couldn't wait to give it.
Yeah.
Oh, couldn't wait to give it. We'd had 2 penalty shouts already in the game.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what you made of these
We had
penalty
2 penalty
decisions
shouts
at both ends.
Well, let's face it, chaps, if everybody watches the game back, if you was to sit and watch the game back, our penalty shouts are far more blatant penalties than what they are.
Yeah.
But he just waves them away. But what I will say is, it's not because we've lost the game.
No.
It's not because we've lost the game, but our players deserve better than what they got today from the man in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've said it before. It's not because I'm not saying we deserve to win the game. I'm saying I think we deserve to. If the referee is better in the middle, we get something from the game.
Yeah.
And I'm fed up of stood here week in, week out. They come with preconceived ideas.
Yeah.
That is what the referees do. They come here before the game. I've got an official talking about our style of play.
Yeah.
And they come in with preconceived ideas every single week. It's down here even more so.
Yeah.
We always get a better referee when we're away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Down here, they come and we are marked. Our players are marked, and the opposition level of foul, if you like, their threshold is a lot lower than ours.
Yes. Yeah.
And our threshold has to be up here before we get a free kick.
Yeah.
And you can see it. We've had a huge penalty shout. We've started the second half really, really well. Lewis Salmon on the edge of their box. He turns the man. The ball's coming through. He turns the man. In my opinion, he gets dragged to the floor or he's in.
Yeah.
Nothing. Lewis Salmon on the edge of our box, on the edge, because I don't even think he's inside, pulls out. You can see him pull out a long way before the ball gets to the lad. It's a penalty. And this is what I'm saying. And yes, I know people say, oh, well, you've lost a game of football, it's the ref. No, our last thing I'm going to say, Jeff, and we can talk about the game, is our players deserve better than what they're getting from referees.
And
they deserve it. And it's not, we had it last home game.
Yes.
We had the last home game. Shocker. We've had another one today. Shocker. Just literally, it's becoming, it's becoming beyond the pale now, Jeff. Yeah. It really is. It really is. And like I say, the players deserve better, because what they've done is today they've put everything into a football match.
Great effort, wasn't it?
It's on a difficult surface for both teams. They've put great effort, great desire. We've pushed in the second half, which was great. The response second half, when you're going up our slope, I said to the players after the game, the response in the second half when we came out for the second half was really, really good.
Yeah,
we look We look a little bit short when it drops in their box, a little bit short. We're not sharp enough in their box. Very difficult. Kidderminster, a really good team. They defend really well. They've got some time-served players at Football League level, so... But we just lacked a little bit in the last, not in the last third, because I thought when it came into the box, I just think we lacked a little bit of an edge when it came into the box.
Yes, if that was the only criticism maybe today, we didn't create the clear-cut chance, really, did we?
You know, as for a team that it couldn't give any more physically, they couldn't give any more through work with it.
And that surely is going to stand us in good stead at the end of the day for the rest of this season. That effort, that work rate, as you say, the players deserve a reward, and surely putting that in week out, week in, week out, they're going to get that reward, Billy. Yeah.
Well, I've said before, Jeff, nobody deserves anything. It's kind of thingy when people say you deserve this. You don't deserve anything. You've got to win the games of football, but like I said, all we want, especially when we come down here, is we just want to be treated the same. Our players just want treating the same as the player they're playing against, as the man they're playing against. Our players want treating exactly the same as them. So a foul should be a foul for both teams.
Consistency, isn't it?
You saw that today.
Consistency.
You saw that today, Jeff.
Yeah.
And we were not. My players were not given the same standard of refereeing as they were.
Well, it's consistency, and I don't think we saw consistency in that respect out there today, Billy. Of course, after today's disappointment, it's looking a good way ahead, but in 2 weeks now, you'll be very keen to put this losing home run to bed against Warrington Town. Obviously, that's looking far ahead. Before then, we've got 3 very, very tough away games, travelling the country in midweek from South Shields to Hereford. But in some ways, we're getting, maybe because of the reffing, like you said, but we look better away from home in some ways.
Look, Jeff, we start with any more difficult place at any point. You know what threats there. They've got a fantastic front man, if you like. You know, arguably the best striker in the league. You know, who has been for years and years and years. You know, definitely up there, right up there. So you know the problems they can face. Hereford are in a good run of form.
Yeah, sure. Difficult place to go.
South Shields, fantastic. You know, good team. We've got a tough run of fixtures, but we need to get some points from them. Simple as that.
Yeah.
We need to start keeping clean sheets, like I said, and we need to obviously start getting some points from them. The Warrington game just pales into irrelevance at the minute. It is what it is. It's just irrelevant. The Warrington game at the minute, we've got 3 really tough games on the road, and we need to start taking some points from them.
And lastly, of course, Sam Osborne made his debut today. You must have been very pleased to get a player with his pedigree, with his experience of the National League.
No, absolutely. I mean, look, he was well coveted by a lot of clubs, especially in our league. He had a lot of options. He had a lot of opportunities, but he wanted to come here, which is kind of refreshing in this day and age. And we're pleased to have him. The boy can play. It's difficult. He had one training session with us, on Thursday. You saw flashes of it.
Yeah.
So hard he works. And like I say, hopefully he'll moving forward. He'll improve us.
We'll look forward to seeing him and you and the team on Tuesday.
Cheers, fellas.